Alright, I guess I will install the Pro Taper handlebars. They are the KLX DR-Z110. I may have said 100 earlier, but it's 110. There's everything, there's a part number. Never mind this part. Anyway, so that's it. It's got a neat bend. It's very similar to what's, pardon me, already there. Oh, sorry. It's very similar to what's already there. It is a little bit wider. Now, let's put it upside down and put it with it. It looks like it's about, just a wee bit longer. So, and that's on both sides. So if you consider that, I'll go ahead and put the equipment on. So if you consider, if I want a if I want a left side handbrake setup, I want some extra real estate here. So I'll go ahead and leave that. If in the future I want to chop this down more, it's a lesser of an expense just to go ahead and put new grips on there and chop off the old ones. So I think I'll do that, see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too twitchy. This is an 7/8 bar. It's got about the same bend since it's for a KLX. It does mirror this pretty similarly. It's a little bit more flat in this curve. I'll hold them together as I pull off the other one, but basically it's just ripping these nuts off. That's fucked up. Chopping all that shit off, chopping all this jazz off, unscrewing that. So we'll get after it. It's gonna take a while. It's alright, I got beer. Alright, so what we got so far is I took the controls off. So basically there's two Phillips head screwdrivers on the back, screws on the back of this, and it's right here. I have taken out this bolt, and there's another one in the back with a little nut on the bottom. Taking that out, that's loose. I can pop it off as soon as I get this grip off, which will be cut off. I took my mount off. I'm going to be taking these bolts off here in a minute, and I have loosened the two screws on this. Additionally, I have taken these two bolts, removed them, and put them back on. It's that simple, it just goes right there. So this is loose, that's part of the throttle body, that's everything. That'll all come off once I get the bar off, and I can slide stuff back and forth. So I didn't specify bolt size. These are all 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter for these. These are the handlebar mounts. Please notice that there are arrows pointing towards the front, so when you return them, please point them towards the front. These are just Phillips head screws, and these two are 8 millimeter, believe it or not. Alright, so everything's 10 except for those two. Those are 8. My RAM mount were 11. That's irrelevant for most implementations. But and then boom, these caps come off. Guess you saw that. And then the bar just pops right out. No big deal. And then from there, I'll move the bar back and forth. I'll slide this off one side. I'll cut this handle grip off. I'll slide this jazz out the side, and we should be ready to roll with the new one. Don't you hate it when you forget stuff? Alright, so there are some cable management stays here. I think these are just pull out, as far as I can tell. Or not. I'll figure it out, but I think they're just pull out. They are. All I have to do is get a good grip of it, and then there's one over here on this side. So just don't forget to remove those before you try to maneuver the bar out. Alright, so the grip, basically I just slid it down the side, and I'll be ripping it off. It's got glue and stuff on it. I'll clean that up a little bit and slide this control off, so I can slide it on the new one. This doesn't open up, so it's just going to slide off the end. You know, you could try to bend it out and maneuver it over this shit, but that's just a waste of time for a 35 fucking cent, you know, $6 whatever grip. Just go ahead and remove that. Hey, that burp was for you, Sarge. Alright, so I'm on the ground. I'm looking at the differences between the two. Let's go ahead and line them up. Center to center. Alright, so if you're an overhead look, you can see the little bit of bend difference there. See how it goes different? So I'm looking from above. That's what it looks like. Let's pan down. So you notice there's a gap there, and right here they're laying flat on each other. So there's your bend difference, and it's coming a little bit more at me. You see that? So this is more towards the ground. That's the new stock, and that's about how it looks. It's not too much different, and I can roll it around and make it look how I want. It's gonna be a little bit wider, a little bit, shit, inch or two each side. Fuck. Alright, so it's gonna be wider. And that means I can just put more jazz on there. That's cool. I'll live with it, see what it's like. Maybe a little bit twitchy, maybe a little bit weird. We'll see. I don't know. Worst comes to worst, I chop the fucking grips off and I trim it down some. No big deal. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, the stock bars are 2.154 pounds. The Pro Taper bars, I'll be taking the pad off, but currently they're 2.006 pounds. That's the new Pro Taper bar. So what grips did I go with? I went with the Mica Grips Black. And basically they're semi-waffle. They got a cool little crown, but I'm going to be cutting that out because, you know, I got bar ends to install. Excuse me. Sarge, that's for you. Yeah, semi-waffles, nothing special. Mica, I guess that's pretty cool. Anyway, wear gloves anyway. So, getting the bar on there. We'll see. It's coming. So I make these videos for every Joe because I am every Joe. So I've already cut out the holes on the ends because I want to put bar ends in it. If you'll notice, when you get a set of grips, one of them is larger than the other. This one right here is smaller than that one. So that one is larger than that one. Basically, that is the clutch side. That is the throttle tube side because the throttle tube has some extra width on it. So if you figure, if we're looking at it, there's the throttle tube. So there is the normal bar. There's a throttle tube on top of that. So the larger one has to fit on top of the throttle tube. So just so you know, and use some grip tape on it, or grip glue, and hopefully it'll stay good for you. Let it dry for 24 hours and you should be golden. So as you're putting together the left side, there's the back housing to the controls, which are right here, the blinker and the high beam and such. That's the inside in case you're wondering. So anyway, there's a little nipple right here which I'm cutting off. Right where my finger is, that. I'm cutting that part off because it corresponds with this hole in here, and I'm not going to drill a hole in here because it could move. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that nipple. It is irrelevant to me. So I'm cutting it, so you know. So don't forget grip glue on this one, not on the other one. I guess you could if you wanted, but not on the tube. It's got a little nipple sticking up to hold it. We'll see how it goes. If anything, I may wire tie it. Let's see. But so far, this bar looks awesome. So here it is. Pardon me. Everything is bolted up. I got a nice short length, 2-fingered, 1-finger grab, 1-finger grab. Easy. I'm going to get a custom pad. I wanted to cut this whole pad off, but I'll get a custom cover. What else? So this is the part where the nipple was cut off for the hole. This is going to dry. This has got grip glue on it. I need to put the bar ends on, and I am done. I need to put the X-grip mount on. But then that's it. These are mounted and ready to go. They feel really great. So they're the they're the wider grip. I'll leave them this way for a while. I'll take a ride, but currently, man, they feel good. This is a really good feeling. Yeah, no complaints here. So definitely a good upgrade. They look sweet. They match the bike, if you notice. Let's take a look. Let's take a walk around. You can't tell anything. But it sure as hell looks good, and it's gonna feel good. I'll update with a ride later. I can't ride right now, but sometime later I will. Ow, scheiße. I will update with a ride. Right on. Y'all have a good night. Comment, rate, subscribe. A gentleman asked that I get better lighting. I'm working on it. Thank you very much for feedback. I always appreciate feedback. So bring it on. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. Love the grips. That's all I got tonight. So you guys have a great night. I'm going away for the weekend, going to the river. Gonna have some beer, and I'm gonna relax. Y'all take care. Rate, subscribe, bye.